I'm not going to say too much about the pieces I'm reading. I'm just going to get into them. The reality of life is many clusters. After John Asbury's Hard Times. This is a retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice. Life, as well as hell, has its judges and cashiers, and we pay dearly with our hearts. Years prove they are recursive, and that history repeats, but love will sustain. It itself adapts to itself. Heartbreak has a way of contorting our perception of life. We long at times to become the oyster swallowing that grain of sand, hoping it will form that pearl in defense from irritants that penetrate the mantle shell. In Cocteau's retelling of Orpheus, mirrors were used to move between worlds. Right now, that mirror is the ocean, and beneath its waves swims a lover twice lost. You don't have to play. Alright, this is one I haven't read before. And it's 6. To my middle West sister. I am writing this to Nick Cave in the bad seats, the good son. Ow! The weeping song reminds me of this past summer in Chicago. Nights awake by my father's hospital bed, watching him sleep. Barely waking up to press the button for the morphine drip into his vein. Once he told me that it's unfortunate that as we grow older, our elders grow sick, and that sucks. Knowing that you are sitting approximately 2,120 miles away in Wisconsin at the bedside of your father, listening to him sleep while yellow, brown, and orange red leaves fall, maybe feeling bent and snapped, brings me to tears and leaves me wondering if parents aren't supposed to bury their children, what are their children supposed to do once they bury their parents? Yeah. And this is the last one, misdiagnosis. What? So described. I wouldn't expect anything less of you, Dan. Alright, misdiagnosis. Dr. Lopez told my parents, give him fever reducers, keep him hydrated, slather Vapo rub on his chest and throat, get rest. Weeks went by, coughing worsened, green phlegm turning a slighter shade of rust, chills and shakes intensified. Dr. Lopez said he's plain ill. A month of fatigue, weight loss, vomiting, diarrhea, and no sleep. Dr. Lopez encouraged it will pass. My parents took me to Dr. Pedrera, stethoscope to bare chest, excruciating deep breaths, barely audible breaths. He asked, how long had I been sick? Over a month. X-rays revealed fluid-filled lungs. Mother convinced Dr. Pedrera that she could care for me at home. My parents' bed, my hospital bed, pills swallowed with warm liquids, spoonfuls of syrupy medicine, frequent trips to Dr. Pedrera's office. I remember the recurring fever dreams. I'd wake up in my parents' room, house quiet, bedroom door closed, turn the doorknob and pull it open, overwhelming blinding sunlight, stand on the front lawn, neighbors' houses empty, walk down the silent block, stand at the alley crying, a dead dog, a puddle of blood, cross the alley, wake up. I remember coming to and hazily hearing mother sing, Arruru mi niño, arruru mi amor, arruru pedazo de mi corazón. Este niño lindo que nació de día, quiere que lo lleven a la dulcería. Arruru mi niño, arruru mi amor, arruru pedazo de mi corazón. Este niño lindo que nació de noche, quiere que lo lleven a pasear en coche. Arruru mi niño, arruru mi amor, arruru pedazo de mi corazón. sitting at my bedside while her hand combed my hair. I don't remember the frequent trips to the hospital, the days missed from school. I don't remember the day I wasn't sick anymore. I remember the recurring fever dreams and how they became recurring dreams, not being able to play outside the rest of the winter and continuing medication months after I got better. I don't remember a lawsuit, but I remember never going back to Dr. Lopez. I remember my mother years later still feeling guilty for waiting so long for that second opinion. I don't remember much about being sick. When I was 26, I saw Dr. Lopez walk into a Mercado Latino America. I was waiting for a pan con bistec while he ordered a café cubano. People greeted him and he chit-chatted with them. He sipped his café slow. I picked up my sandwich at the counter and paid. I walked toward the door and stopped before walking past him. I said hello and asked, ¿Te acuerdas de mí? Fuiste mi médico cuando yo era pequeño. Yo soy el hijo de Justo Suarez y Margarita. Gracias a ti, casi me muero.